It's a real shame. Really, it's a shame. It's really, really a shame. It's a real shame that sometimes you have to take your leave all of a sudden, without the time to put your things in order, to leave instructions in writing, black on white. You put everything on someone else's shoulder. You cannot say anything at a moment when most likely you would have probably plenty to say. For example, I don't have anything against religious funerals. I would, however, regret that the last act of my earthly life were grim and heartbreaking. Or rather, I would regret not having any choice. I would like to have the chance to organize things differently. I'm not thinking about anything eccentric, disrespectful, or unfeasible. It doesn't take much. Just grab it by the horns and tame our most ancestral fear, thinking of our death while we're still alive. Of course, it doesn't need to become a topic of conversation, but a healthy confrontation with ourselves on how we would like to say goodbye will allow us to do as we prefer rather than as it's always been done. Because today, this is the situation. We entrust everything to those who remain, to the conventions, the rituals, or to the cold mechanism of a last will and testament. I would much rather habit and custom take second place to hope and love. Therefore, this is what I would write. I don't want my body to be locked in a coffin. I don't want to have a funeral. I don't want to be buried. I don't want anyone to shed tears over the place where my remains are preserved. Right or wrong, I think that when I leave this body, the best treatment it can get is to become ashes and be scattered in a place that I particularly liked, or just in a place where it is allowed and where it doesn't bother anyone. Finally, I would like to have a moment to simply say goodbye to those who want to allow me this honor. I would be happy if you held a farewell party for me, where I would be present in what I left to each of you, instead of in the body that I abandoned. I would like to see you smile, talk, dance, and just be together. And if this happened, not with me, but for me, that would be the greatest gift. I don't do it to be controversial. I do it because my death is part of my life, and I want to be responsible for it. It will look more like me and less like the fear that we have of it. But this is just what I would do. What would you do?